What's going on, y'all? Your boy Gizzy again here. Today I'm going to talk to you about inquiry removal on Equifax in Midwest states. We've had a lot of success with Equifax as far as taking off negative items and doing inquiry removal for Midwest states. A lot of times people come to me and say, hey, I want credit repair, I want to increase my score, and then I want to go for funding. We got to look at three things when you look at your credit. You got to look at what's your debt to income on your credit, which is called your credit utilization. You got to look at the negative items that you have on your credit, and you got to look at how many inquiries you have. And then we figure out how to increase your score. So a lot of times clients come to me and say, I got 3 negative items, I just want to see my credit score boost. A lot of you guys are not educated enough to understand that even if you have negative information, if you increase your score by adding trade lines, that you're still going to have negative credit. And when you go for funding, you know what? You may not qualify because you still have those negative marks on your credit. Not only that, we take off negative items off, right? But yet again, now you have your debt to income or your credit utilization on your credit report is too high, which is 50% or lower. If you need it to be, in order for you to go for funding, you need to be at 10 to 30%. I tell my clients leave it at 10%, so you will be a minimal risk of when you go for funding. They'll look at it and say, okay, he only owes 10% out of $20,000 that he has in credit cards. That's great. But then again, when you go and try to go for funding, you have too high DTI. Okay, how about we reduce the DTI and we take the negative items off? But then we take you for funding. And when we take you for funding, now you have too many inquiries. And I've seen clients with 12 inquiries, 17 inquiries, 30 inquiries, even 52 inquiries. That's a client over there by Mississippi from my Facebook. 52 inquiries, that's crazy. Anyways, if you only knew how much an inquiry could cost your credit, you would be shocked, and you're gonna stop running your credit. Because the first thing I tell my clients is how many times you ran your credit in the last 3 to 6 months. The next thing you know, because an inquiry could stay on your credit for 2 years. But again, we do inquiry removal on Equifax in the Midwest states, meaning Texas, Oklahoma, North Dakota, South Dakota, Colorado, Texas. I said in the body of this video, I'll write the ones that are going to be good for us to work with. So after that, after we work on the inquiry removal, so remember what we did first. We removed the negative items. We reduced the amount of debt that you have by reducing the credit card payments. We take care of the inquiries, and that's when we know, okay, you're squeaky clean. How many trade lines do you get added to or you need? Again, you could get trade lines from your brother, your mother, your father, your sister, your boyfriend, your girlfriend, your friend, your relatives, your cousin, your neighbor. You get trade lines anywhere. Okay, now they may say, well, I'll add you, for a fee, and that's how you can expect for my trade line to show up on your credit. And we could do those things as well, but you have to understand where and how your credit is formed so that you could go and get some type of funding. But that's after you are at 712, 720, 730 FICO score on Equifax, and then we go for Equifax funding. Okay, guys? Take care, good to see you, and let's do something 2012. My phone number is 973-440-8661, and Happy New Year. Take care.